5 things you missed in Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. Yes, you just heard that right. Arsenal Football Club not only beat the league champions, they beat the European champions and the world champions. I mean, I don't know how, but the matter of fact is goals from Lacazette and a goal from Reece Nelson gave Arsenal the victory. And I'll tell you what, 20 minutes into the game when Sadio Mane scored, let's just say your boy was not looking forward to the rest of the game. But boy was I wrong, because Arsenal came back with the character, coming back from 1-0 down with a first goal from Alexandre Lacazette and a second goal from man like Reece Nelson. And let's just say not only was your boy shocked, but so was the world. But regardless to say, as there always is, there is quite a bit to talk about. What is going on in the team lineup? Is Alexandre Lacazette back? And also, what on earth did Mikel Arteta say about the Arsenal owner after the game? So with that being said, guys, let's get into today's video and let's discuss 5 things you missed in Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. Lads, let's be talking. Hang on. Let me just say this one more time. Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. One more time. Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. Still doesn't sound right. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Basketball Team. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, lads, we are back again to discuss the mighty Arsenal. And I can say mighty with my chest because we have just beaten the champions. Not just the champions, but the European champions, the world champions. Yes, that is right. Arsenal Football Club beat Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium. And again, where a majority of Arsenal fans had given up even before the game was played. And that including your boy. Let's just say the Arsenal players and Mikel Arteta managed to prove us wrong. So of course, as always, we have to discuss. But with that being said, guys, before we get into the video itself, make sure to go down there and smash a like on the video, and also do subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on the game itself, on the result, or where it leaves Arsenal, and also your thoughts on Liverpool. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, follow all my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and subscribe to my group channel, The Offsiders. The links are all in the description below. But with that being said, guys, let's get into this and let's discuss Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. Yes, you heard that right. Arsenal have been the champions, so let's be talking. The first thing that you may have missed is Arteta exposing the owners. I'm sorry, but we have to discuss. That is right, and despite Arsenal getting the victory against Liverpool, let's just say after the game, Mikel Arteta came out with some very interesting quotes. As when he was asked if he would have funds to strengthen the Arsenal squad in the summer, he went on to say, "I don't know. It's a big concern. You need to build a squad. It's not magic. You need to improve quality players in the squad, and you need bigger squads to compete in this competition. There's the challenge." And there you go, there what Arteta is saying. There's no rocket science behind it. He wants the backing from the board. But by starting off with the fact that he said, "I don't know," as he said himself, it is a massive concern here. Why on earth are Arsenal not gonna back Mikel Arteta? Let's get it straight. I'm gonna say it here right now. Mikel is the guy. I've said it from day one. I've said it from moment one. I believe in Arteta. And look at what he's done since coming into the Arsenal team. Not only have we improved going forwards, the midfield and the function of the midfield, but also we have somehow and some way improved defensively to a point where Arsenal only conceded 1 goal against Liverpool. I mean, I'm used to seeing 4 and 5, but Arteta also understands with the players he currently has, there's only a certain limit he can get to. Right now at the club, yes, we have a few quality players and a few potential quality players, but at the same time, like when you compare our squads to the likes of Liverpool, to the likes of Man City, and the likes of Man United, Chelsea, we do fall quite a bit behind, and there's no rocket science behind it. If Arsenal would like to get better, the best way to do it is spending the money. Now, of course, you can have the money, you can spend the money and spend the money in the wrong way. And as Arsenal fans, we have seen that over the years. I mean, after all, we did spend £35 million on Mustafi and £20 million on Lucas Perez. So yes, spending money can help out, but at the same time, lads, you have to spend the money the right way. But for me personally, from what I've seen from Arteta, I think if you give him just decent players, he has the management ability and the coaching ability to make these decent players into very good players. I mean, the guy's got David Luiz defending good against Liverpool. We didn't concede a penalty, by the way, lads. Hallelujah. And for me, lads, if Arteta was to fail at Arsenal, it won't be from a lack of trying, but it'll be a lack of underinvestment from the owners. And also another thing I love about Arteta is how open he is to the fan base. How many managers have we had, even Arsene Wenger, who was a bit of a yes man sometimes. He would never come out to the world and tell you how it is. But with Mikel, the guy's only been here for 6 months and he's already coming out and telling the fans the truth. Because now what we know is the problem is not Arteta, the problem is clearly the owners, and if they don't give the funds to him, we're not going to blame Arteta for that. We're going to blame the ball for that. And so in many ways, make no mistake, respect, Mikel Arteta has exposed the Arsenal board and the Arsenal ownership. Josh, Stan Kroenke, go over there and spend the money, my bros. And if you don't, then you have to face the consequences of Europa League football. Do you really want Europa League football? Moving on to the second thing you may have missed, and that is pressing FC. Now let's get it straight, lads. This game was a very lucky game. In terms of the perfect way for me to describe this game, it was practically a foot champs game. A man said Arsenal had 3 shots on goal and Liverpool had 21. They had 70% of the ball, we had 30% of the ball. Make no mistake, despite the result, Liverpool dominated the game. And if you look into the goals that Liverpool conceded, of course they were both mistakes. But I don't want to call them mistakes anymore, because what I would like to see is the Arsenal attackers get a bit more credit for what they deserve. Because yes, Van Dijk loses the ball for the first goal, but it is from the pressing of Reece Nelson and Lacazette that the ball gets won back in the first place. And so yes, you can say Arsenal got lucky with the mistakes, but at the same time, lads, this is no coincidence. How many times have we seen over the past few weeks where Arsenal are causing teams to make mistakes? That goal against Norwich where Aubameyang presses the goalkeeper, forces a mistake, gets a goal. The goal Eddie Nketiah scored against Southampton, he presses the goalkeeper, he makes a mistake, we get a goal. And so yes, I understand Arsenal were lucky, but at the same time, lads, how many times do you see Liverpool catch teams out who make mistakes and they get praised for it? I mean, if Salah wins that ball back, it's like, oh my god, what a presser. But if Reece Nelson wins the ball back, it's a Van Dijk mistake. But at the same time, lads, I would also like to credit Arteta and his philosophy of pressing and how better he has made us at it. So let's just say, yes, Liverpool fans, you can call it mistakes, but I'm going to call it good Arsenal pressing. And what we're starting to see now is the effect of Mikel Arteta, one of the many effects of Arteta. Now, I know Virgil van Dijk's a better defender, but all I'm going to say is even Virgil is suspect to a bit of fraudulence. Moving on to the third thing you may have missed, and that is Lacazette back. Man like Alexandre Lacazette. This is a guy who a lot of Arsenal fans, including your boy, have not been the biggest fans of this season. There's been too many times where this guy's been inconsistent and also has not taken his chances. But I'll tell you what, ever since scoring that goal against Wolves, this guy looks like a different player. And it just goes to show for me, in terms of strikers, a very massive part of the game is simply confidence. When you get one goal, more will follow because you're confident, you're trying things out. I mean, do I need to remind you of the banger he scored against Tottenham? Smashing it in top bins from 25 yards, that screams confidence. And again today, up against a centre-back like Virgil van Dijk, the confidence came through. Because not only did Lacazette get a goal, he also got an assist. And let's not look past his overall game as well. Making one key pass, one big chance created, 2 successful dribbles, and also a massive stat is the fact that he also made 4 tackles, the most of anyone on that pitch. And despite your boy being a massive reactionary person, I'm not going to say Lacazette is back yet. To put it very simply, Lacazette, you keep scoring the goals and we will give you the praise. But lads, let me know your thoughts in the comments on Alexandre Lacazette. Is he well and truly back again? Moving on to the fourth thing you may have missed, and that is Rob Holdini back. Hey yo, Rob Holding, this was a performance of performances. I'll tell you what, lads, the Rob Holding that I saw today, I have not seen since the scenes of the 2017 FA Cup final. Not only was Rob Holding powerful and menacing, the guy was dominating Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino and Mo Salah. No fear in his eyes, and a beautiful shot of him looking down at Sadio Mane. I'll tell you what, lads, this was a performance of performances, and the stats speak for themselves. Not only did he make 2 tackles, he made 6 clearances, and he was also dribbled past a grand total of 0 zilch times. The man was up against Mane, Mohamed Salah and Roberto Firmino, and the guy had them on ropes. And here's a question for the comments, lads: would you stop Rob Holding in the FA Cup semi-final against Manchester City? Because after a performance like today, I tell you what, Rob, you can be called Rob Holdini. And also a massive shout out to a couple other Arsenal defenders. First things first, man like Kieran Tierney, boy, you definitely earned your Tesco's meal deal. Not only did you earn an extra few points for your Tesco's club card, but you also had Mohamed Salah in your pocket. And I'll tell you what, going into the semi-final against Man City, I would start Kieran Tierney as that left-sided centre-back. Because if you can keep a player like Mohamed Salah in your pocket, then Raheem Sterling, move aside, my bro. And also, while we're talking about masterclasses, let's talk about Martinez for a second. What a performance from Lautaro Martinez. Yes, he had that one dodgy moment in the first half, but apart from that, lads, this guy made 7 saves. And lads, let's not forget that last minute, and let's not forget that last second save as Trent's shot was tipped onto the post. Fingertips, you may just say. And I'll tell you what, Bernd Leno, maybe we might have to start having this debate. And so to round up the point, a massive shout out to the Arsenal defense. Big up Rob Holding, big up Kieran Tierney, and big up Emiliano Martinez. And also a shout out to David Luiz. There you go, lad, you deserve that as well. But also, David, we have Man City next, and we all know how you and City work. So I am watching you very closely, David Luiz. The fraud watch is most certainly on you right now. And moving on to the fifth and final thing, and that is respect the Invincibles. 49-49, undefeated. 49-49, I say. First things first, let me get one thing straight. I have massive respect for this Liverpool side, and I believe they are a great side. I mean, let's not forget, these guys have won the Champions League, the Club World Cup, and now the Premier League. This is a very, very good side. So on that part, respect to Liverpool. But on the other hand, what I will say, it's time to put this debate of the Invincibles versus this Liverpool side to one side. Yes, this Liverpool side is good, but that Invincible side was great. Every single Liverpool fan wants to go on about the 12 draws, but let's also focus on the 0 L's, because after losing today, this Liverpool side now has 3 L's to its name, and the Invincibles had a grand total of 0. And you can't even make the argument about the 100 points, because after this game, they can't even do that either. And to those idiotic fans who still want to compare these guys to the Invincibles, let me get one thing straight. How can you compare one of the great Premier League sides to a Liverpool side who could not even beat the worst Arsenal side factually in the last 30 years? They couldn't even be a team with David Luiz. So listen, Liverpool, I respect what you've done and I respect how far you've come, but sometimes you get a big for your boots. And let's just say, yes, it was a fraudulent victory, but it's a victory nonetheless. And yes, you may be a great team, but the Invincibles are always going to be that level above. 38 games played, 0 defeated, Premier League champions, 0-3-0-4, the Invincibles, respect them. How is the Arsenal fan now starting to sound like the Liverpool fan of last season? But with that being said, guys, I am going to end the video there. Of course, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to go down there and smash a like on it, and also do subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on Alexandre Lacazette, on the performance, on the result, and also on Stan Kroenke and Arteta. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, make sure to follow all my social media and subscribe to my group channel, The Outsiders. The links are in the description below. And also, if you haven't already, make sure to watch my matchday vlog as well. That came out earlier on today. But with that being said, guys, I am going to end the video there. In the video today, lads, we discuss Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. And yes, we have beaten the Premier League champions. It's scenes, it's beautiful scenes, it's fraudulent scenes, but it's scenes nonetheless. Guys, I will see you next time in a bit.